Hello! We are back here on the very north end of this route to do something, and I have Ghastly in the lead for a specific reason, but if we go in here, and usually this guy on any day besides Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday will be over here in his normal, like, gateway spot, I guess. But if we talk to him, he's like, today's Thursday. That means the bug catching contest is available, which what it basically means is that you can bring one Pokemon in, and it's basically like a Safari Zone type thing, where you're going for capture. You're trying to capture Pokemon, and it's basically to fill out the Pokedex. Which there's a couple new Pokemon here, and quite a few like returning ones, and they're usually the fully evolved ones, like Beedrill's here, Butterfree's here, and those are the ones you want to go for. And it's a contest, so you could win something. So we're just gonna look around. We're gonna talk to these guys. Now I brought Ghastly in here because it is the best one to try and capture these. And also, I really hate this music. I don't know if it's me or if the song is actually just terrible, but I really don't like it. We got a Pinsir, which is one of the new Pokemon, which is great. So there's two new Pokemon in the bug catching contest scenario itself. We're just gonna Hypnosis it, or not. I was just gonna Hypnosis it and then hopefully just catch it that way. Because how they grade the Pokemon is its HP stat, how much HP it has left, the rarity of the Pokemon, so Beedrill, Butterfree, Pinsir, and Scyther are all kind of valuable here. I'm going to try a Park Ball. I think these have the same amount of use as a Great Ball. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But there are two new Pokemon. Here is Pinsir, which he's still a massive attack stat waiting to get some use. The problem, Heracross is so much better. And overall, he doesn't get a good bug stab. He has a decent defense stat and attack stat, but overall it's kind of wasted in this generation because Heracross is so much better, and overall it doesn't really match up that well. Now, doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually not a bad Pokemon to pick up for now, just because it's going to have higher stats than everything we come across. There we go. We caught that, and I'm just going to keep it, but I'm going to try and talk to all these people. And I'm not going to fully explore this area because I love how it just says caught Pinsir. That's the greatest part. So, we caught it at full health, which is nice. It helps our score, and sometimes that'll be enough to win. Other times, the game like really dislikes you. And there's actually a couple scenarios where you can flat out lose always. And it's kind of dumb. But as you can see, there's actually quite a few like high level Pokemon here. Not like super high level, but for Gold, Silver, and Crystal, this is actually pretty good at this point in the game. Like level 12 I think is the highest on another route. I'm trying to look for a Scyther, see if we can get lucky maybe. Because I prefer Scyther. But, Scyther is the R1, is a bug flying type and not a pure bug like Pinsir. I'm just gonna lick this to death. But, now Scyther is a little better in this generation than it was the last generation, which is good. It really needed to be better. But it also gets an evolution trading with a metal coat, which is something we haven't come across yet. But, it's something that we haven't even talked about, is trading with an item to evolve a Pokemon. I believe I mentioned Steelix a while ago, and I didn't really talk about trading to evolve it properly. I just kind of went, oh, it can be this. Venonat's a cool pick here. But I believe I've already talked about it in Ilex Forest. It's useful, but not that great. Actually, it should have Confusion, so this might hurt. Foresight. Well, it can hit me now. That's the first time I've ever seen Foresight actually, like, used properly in game. That's amazing. But oh, this is actually no, I thought it was gonna hurt more. I am way higher level than it. But Scyther evolves into Scizor using the Metal Coat trade technique. I was going to say technique, and it's not really a technique, it's more of an option. You can... But the thing that's really cool about Scyther, and is more obvious in later generations instead of here, is that you can keep it as Scyther and it's still pretty useful. It doesn't get the move pool you'd really want in this generation, but it's not a bad Pokemon. It has higher stats than a lot of stuff you're going to come across. Though, if you're just going to keep it as Scyther, I'd probably recommend Heracross. And maybe even Pinsir over it, but that's more my opinion there. Scyther and Pinsir kind of fight it out, but because it evolves into Scizor, which it gains a steel type, so it's a bug steel, which is a great type. You're weak to fire, woo, which is not very common in this game. Yeah, there are a few Pokemon that are... Go find some bug Pokemon. Wow, you're a dick. But it's a great team member, and overall, if you can trade to evolve it, it's very useful. If you really... And Scizor is also a very cool design. I really like its design. It's probably one of my favorite Johto Pokemon. And also, it's powerful. It's very cool. But, the only thing that sucks about Scyther and Scizor, respectively, is they're very limited on the move pool. You're not going to get a Bug Stab, unless you're Hidden Power, which I haven't really talked about, but it's very unlikely that you're going to get that, so don't count on it. Shh, you'll scare off Scyther. I'll talk to you later. Alright, there's places we can explore, but I'm just going to kind of talk to these guys and probably leave, and end the bug catching contest. We haven't found anything else noteworthy besides the Venonat. But, I think that's basically it about the bug catching contest. It's based on the level of the Pokemon, the rarity, and the health stat. There's a couple other things that can affect it, like IVs. But, overall, I think it's mostly the HP IV and the attack IV that, really affect it the most. And even then, the IVs don't really matter that much. Yeah, that's about it here. We're going to fight one last battle, and then we're going to exit. And you're going to see the reward screen, which I'm forgetting what the second place reward is, but I do know the first place reward is a Sunstone, which kind of leads into my next Pokemon that is here during normal play, or not when bug catching contest is going on. So, basically, when you ignore the bug catching contest. Is Sunkern, and Sunkern is terrible. I'm just gonna lay it out to you guys right now. It is goddamn awful. You still have 13 minutes. Yeah, you get a 20-minute time limit. Or 15? 20. Yeah, 20. We're gonna get judged, but, I'll go back to Sunkern. I'm gonna talk about who caught a Butterfree. The score was 324. Second place was Pinsir. I guess we'll find out on the second place prize. And what was caught a Venonat. Should have caught a Venonat. I was tricked. But we will get an Everstone, which I'm never gonna use. Everstone is hot garbage. Don't ever use this crap. There's a trade in Pokemon Platinum that fucking pisses me off every time I see it. So we should have our Pokemon back. But ultimately, we will switch you to out here. And we have a Pinsir that's asleep. I'm actually just going to check it. I want to see what moves it starts out with. Vice Grip, which isn't bad. Not a terrible Pinsir, so... Anyway, back to Sunkern. So... I'm pretty sure they're... Do trainers not... No, I'm pretty sure the trainers come back. But Sunkern appears here in normal gameplay, I guess. During the daytime. And it's, I think, a rare encounter or a uncommon encounter. If I remember, I rarely catch this. If I'm going for a complete Pokedex, I catch it once and I never think about it. It's such a bad Pokemon. It's a grass type, but it's one of the few Pokemon that evolves with a Sunstone. And if you had won the bug catching contest, or if I had won it, we would have gotten a Sunstone, which would have evolved it into Sunflora, which is great, fantastic, an early evolution with a... Wow, that's a Raichu. But it's just so bad. Sunkern has terrible stats. No, it doesn't have terrible stats. Thunderbolt. Wow. It's gonna live this too. I'm gonna switch out. Quilava would be the best. That's insane. I didn't expect a Raichu with Thunderbolt here. Wait, how do you get Thunderbolt on... Its physical defense is worse. How do you get... This guy can't... So there's a move tutor for Thunderbolt in this game, but I don't think it's possible for this guy to have used it. He's a cheater. But anyway, back to Sunkern and Sunflora, and, we have a bike. But, in, the process of, like, using it, it's a pure grass type, which grass type is really bad in game. Heck, even in competitive, it's really bad for this generation. It just doesn't work like you want. There are too many, like, it's just a bad type, in my opinion, for this generation anyway. This is the Dig TM, which I'll talk about later, but, it's not 100 power anymore, by the way, it's 60. So, that kind of sucks. But, Sunflora is alright if you want to use it for the, like, 2 gyms it'll be used. No, it's not even... Really? I guess I haven't really... I mean... That fucking Everstone. Fresh water. Where's the... No. Yeah. It's not a big deal. It's kind of a waste of money, but you know what? It's a full heal. I'm gonna use this eventually. But, overall, I would probably rank Sunflora near Ladybug and Beedrill. No, that's giving Ladybug and Sunflora too much credit. Yeah, anyway, it's pretty bad. Don't use it. That's all I have to say. So, I'm actually gonna go back and heal, but we will be meeting back up here probably right after this. I'm in the mood. Actually, I think she gives you a Quick Claw. No, one of these... I think it's you. Pay attention, please. Oops, I have quick thinking like a teacher. Which, it's kind of a weird thing. They keep this little thing. You know, I had a comment, but no. So I'm going to end this here, and next time we'll pick that up because I'm going to go empty my bag, and we'll talk about some things that are going to happen soon. Most likely the next gym badge? Maybe. I don't know. Till then.